This place is as enormous as the dungeon is. How long have they been building this place? As worried as I am about Tanya and the others, I need to keep my sights on the enemy. Another staircase that goes down. Passageway, but this feeling. Why does it feel like this? The door's open. These tanks with something in it? Yeah, humans or monsters. I can feel it. It reminds me of hand on this room and what was inside it must be. So you are here. Yeah, Revis. You said you would come, drawn by the presence here like a moth to a flame. Good thing I didn't listen to those sophistrators. It's been a while, Arya, since we last faced each other. Since the day I tasted agony because of you. The orbs, they will heal, won't they? Must I answer that, or are you really that blind? Well, they're now hidden within the labyrinth. Perhaps you'd like to find out for yourself if you can. That blood, whose is it? Oh, that Palam's. The other one is the spear. The other one with the one with the spear. Blah, blah, blah. Though I wasn't able to finish your job, those evilest clods are surely doing so as we speak. That's not possible. I assure you it is. Finn would never lose. Is that Finn's spear cleaved from its shaft? No, there's no need to fear though. Once I deal with you, the rest of your friends are next on my list. Oh, here comes the battle. See, I'll win this battle, but I doubt she'll actually win the battle. See, that was easy as pie. Didn't even take 2 rounds. Different her powers, unlike before. This is something new. Aha, I see. Would kill you. I'll have to use this one instead, the one without the curse. You win, Arya. I want to see it. I wouldn't want you dying too quickly on me. You humans are so affected by the death of your companions. Your emotions betray you. What the fuck? The Loki familiar sucks ass then. The fuck? Loki familiar sucks. God of Death. Thanatos. Two has fallen at Revis's hand. A victory is but a matter of time. Are those 2 elves whose locations are currently eludes me. Dionysos. They are moving into our blind spots, just out of sight of the statues and reliefs that house my all-seeing eyes. Then they're not all-seeing, are they? Not on purpose, but simply during the course of fate and the monsters they encountered. They're not all seen if you can't see them then, eh? If they remain on this path, they will... Come on. Deulophilia. Oxway. I wonder how far we have come. If I must trust my senses I have developed in the dungeon, I'd say we travel down 4 floors. I have left marks on the walls so that we'll know our way back. Fearless? Is that... Looks like a ruin of some sort, and is that a mule? Yes, and many of them depict panic and hysteria as humans escaped from dragons, boats, and other monsters. Is that a dragon surrounded by sacrificial maidens, perhaps, or some sort of holy saints? Is this the name of you're looking for? Lephirian, the one-eyed dragon. The 3 great crests before these black dragon terrorized the land. There was another one that brought fear and despair to the surface. Who are you? I am called Thanatos, guardian deity of the dregs of the group you call Evilus. And you are the one carrying on the Evilus dying wish. Kind of, but not specifically. I was an evil god to begin with. It's just that I escaped being reprimanded to heaven. Reprimanded. So you are one of them that remained. Yep, but anyway, I won't deny I led them in a way. True, I picked up the Valletta and the rest of the whole crew and accumulated a number of children these past 5 years. Why, I'm even the one who decided to accept the invitation to join them in the evil plans and lay waste to Auraria. That was all me. Me? Oh dear, you have got it all wrong. I've never seen a horde of Enyo. I'd be hard-pressed to provide evidence that such a god even exists. Nope, definitely not me. You have never seen a horde. That I haven't, although it seems Enyo is the mastermind behind everything, according to my dear Revis and her masked friend. That and the one who brought in all of these mules from some ruin or another is a symbol of darkness and despair and what Enyo wants to eventually become, if I understand correctly. By the way, I'm impressed you made it this far. 2 souls undeterred by Kenosis' tangled walls. I suppose, really, what were your names again? Let's see now. Your dear Lephria, the one called Thousand Elf. Yes, and you're my dad's Fearless, if I recall. Though this has changed, you are. Yes, that's right. You two met with a terrible fate during the nightmare on floor 27. Let me just put this out there, but I had nothing to do with that, I assure you. Why would you want to lay Orario to ruin? You're a god, aren't you? Why would you want to wreak havoc across the mortal realm? We all have our reasons, I suppose. Even among us evil gods, our motivations have varied. Some are simply bold, others wield a natural distaste for order. Still others are necessary evils for the heroes to overcome. Truly some wouldn't even apologize for the suffering they have wrought. We are not all the Epicurean sadists you seem to think we are. What are you implying? As for my motivations, well, I'm the god of death. Isn't it only natural for death to desire as many lives as possible? Up in heaven, I did my job as diligent as they come. Workaholic actually managed in you kids' souls as they ascend to heaven, giving them a thorough bleaching and sending them right back. In charge of reincarnating a denizens of this world. I have those old, worn-out souls, a new outlook on life. They are as pure and clean as newborn babies when they leave me. It was pretty fun, actually. I missed the good old days. Souls came in one after another. I did my work. But it's different now. Aurorio's chain thins. It sealed the monsters and even the dungeon itself. I know that wasn't right. I know things shouldn't have been crossing the borders and creating havoc up on the surface as they did. But that doesn't mean I can't miss it. The lower worlds teeming with life. Now that they have received the thoughtless gift of the fauna, life and death are two sides of the same coin. Without souls ascending to heaven, the cycle stops, which is why I developed a new theory. It would be alright if just a few most of the children die. Then your follows are for my children a path after death. What does that mean? All those evilest bumpkins down in the floor 24 pantry who sacrificed their own lives and blew themselves to smithereens. The reason why they weren't hesitating was the passage to the next life. That I did one by one. I forged the contracts one by one. They sacrificed themselves to my will. Has Aurorio's been destroyed, and once I have returned to heaven, I'll restore their lives as well as those of any loved ones they have lost to death. I have been doing that for 7 years since the great feud took place. How could you do such a thing? You think you can just do whatever you please with human life? They are our lives. Even if your followers are reincarnated, they won't have any memory of the past lives. Well, I tell them along with the rest of the rules, but none of them seem bothered in the least. They all tell me the opportunity to see someone so precious again outweighs the memory loss that comes with it. There are even a few who believe that the love one for the lost one is so strong they will be the special exception that remembers. The goddess of love may get a little chuckle from that. What kind of god are you? But who am I to doubt them? Perhaps a miracle will occur, and irregular unlike any before witnessed by us gods. So I have never refute the delusions. You can't just shirk your responsibility in this whole mess. I wish for it just as much as they do. Have high expectations for the abilities of these earthly children. I'm wishing it'd come true, and they make for such moving tearjerkers. Are you unarmed? I'm fine, truly, though I must apologize to you for keeping you here this dreadfully long. Close your eyes. Sweep. That's awfully bright. Damn, elves after them. Fabulous little trick to shoot a thunder magic at the floor to blind us. You shouldn't be wandering about alone without the next scout, not with look your familiar one in the muck. I had a little matter to attend to, it was all. The majority of Lucky Familiar is now trapped on floor 8 thanks to Lord Boss's plans. It's only a matter of time before they are properly dealt with. Then things are going swimmingly. Have taken great an interest, I see. How many unwelcome guests am I supposed to expect today? So who the fuck was that? Who was just talking? Oh, they're not gonna show us. Take the 2 on the right, on it. How's everything on your side? Not good, another dead end. Not another one. Going to one out of energy. Are you in there, Finn? She's catching up right to the right. This is pathetic. They need to do something. Lucky Familiar is really the strong familiar, strongest in the warrior. Don't bullshit me. Freya's Familiar is the strongest, but yet Lucky Familiar is called the strongest. They are leading us right where they want us. Why aren't they attacking us? Trying to wear us down little by little. We are one another potions. We need to manage to stop Captain's bleeding by using 2 ice magic. If he doesn't get help soon, then we'll stop talking like that. Calm down and chin up. If we don't, we'll. I've never seen this before. Everyone thinks this is hopeless. This prison-like maze is trying to eat our souls. Our undefeatable captain is on the ground, and that represents everything. Our boss, Aiki, is exhausted too. I'd love to wrap my arms around her slim body before she breaks, but here I am with nothing I can do. That is it. This is the end. Well, if you think like it, might as well just give up then. Captain is fading. Exactly. He's scolding me, telling me that this is not where we lose. He's sharing his bravery with me. Oh, you just have none to begin with, so you need others. What, I have been tagging along behind my glorious leaders for days. Why have they imparted to me the knowledge and guidance? The hell are they? It isn't. If not for this day, for what did they took care of me? And for what did I cried so much for? Fake it if you have to. We can do this, people. Now this is the time for action. We have to stay calm and carefully assess the situation. Remember what Captain and our leaders used to say, and with all our power put together, we can do this probably. See, there's always doubt in your mind. You'll never be great if you always have doubt. You need to strengthen your resolve and push forward. Seeing you like this actually calmed me down. I mean, you're pretty much the least dependable person ever, so it kind of makes us realize we have to get our shit together. We need to watch out and make sure you don't trip. This is an adventure after all. We have got to give it to everything we have got. The captain would say the same thing. Alrighty, let's put our heads together. Those bastards still think they have got the advantage, which puts us at the perfect position to strike back. We know that running around aimlessly will get us nowhere. Yeah, but they have got way more manpower than we do. We can't threaten them if we are getting hit back. True, but we also can't let them keep pushing us further into the maze. Perhaps that's right, going back won't be a problem since I have left marks on places we passed by. I'm almost positive Velita and her goons have something that keeps those new species from attacking them. What do you mean by that? Think about it. Tamers and creatures are only ones who can control those crazy colored monsters, right? So if those evilest psychopaths were to release monsters all over their hideout, they'd run the risk of being attacked themselves. So far, all we have seen down here are those water spiders, which means there must be some way to keep those things from attacking. So they are basically just guarding this place. Now, whether this is some sort of special trait of the new species, and although even a name we don't know, it's making the enemies careless. So if we can use that to our advantage somehow and shake things up, we need to outdo them. What is it, Wall? I really don't want to do this, and I'm super scared to do it, but I have a plan. There's no way I'm letting you do that. We don't have any time. We are past sitting back and leisurely talking this out, I think. I need to use you for a little bit. Use the captain as bait. Where are you, Finn, my sweet? Wish they are dead sooner. Pissing yourself at every monster so long as we have got this crystal. Those Vogs won't even come close. It's just that it feels weird when these monsters don't come attacking us. Show has gone quiet though. What are they up to? There are droplets of blood on the floor like footprints leading to that way. How they have gone to not like those random spiders from before. He may as well be asking me to come kill him. Which means all alone in a place like this, sitting here like a pathetic doll. Did your precious friends leave you, Finn? Did they decide they can't afford to protect you? What a riot. Too bad. We'll give him a moment and I'll send you right back to hell. Wow, Wall actually. One shot KO. Is that all? Forget my level, did you, high novice? As if your half-baked plan would work against level 5. A real good for nothing you have got working for you, Finn. Almost makes me feel sorry for you. What are you laughing at, Finn? My band is made up of nothing but heels. Don't make me laugh, or you as blonde as you are dumb. No good, I'm no good, not even when they needed me most. But I'm not ready to die yet. So what do you think you're up to over? They have reinforcements. It's the Loki family. They are coming this way from every different direction. With monsters. A past parade. What are these weaklings up to? Eat this. That smell. A powder, no fish powder. You'll have a ground up mixture of magic stones used in melon to track the violas. It's the protection Loki gave me. Even if you manage to escape from these crazy colored monsters, I'm sure there are plenty others that you'll attract. And they all only want one thing: particles of magic stones that you are covered in. Watch out, Wall. Lady Valletta, the crystals boosting their excitement towards the magic stone, and You've got to be kidding me. Is this where Valletta dies finally?